Hello and welcome to the summer edition of the W.B. Mason Coaches Report with head volleyball coach Kristina Hernandez. Coach, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good to see you. So, last time we probably all spoke to you, you are conference champion coming off an NCAA tournament appearance. Well, it's short-lived. We're now in the summer and you're preparing for the 2013 campaign. How is that going so far?
It's been good. Some of the kids have been here for summer session 1. We'll get a majority of them back for summer 2, but they've been working extremely hard. We had a really great spring season. A few players, Giovanna and Emily and Sarah, really developed over that time period and are doing a lot of great things right now that we didn't necessarily see them do last year. So feel good about what we have, and we've got a lot of new fresh faces that will be added to the roster as well next year.
You obviously return one of the top players in the conference in Kelsey Wills, but in that same breath you lose two of the better players in the conference in Catalina Cherry and Kylie Maneja. How do you replace those two?
We've got 2 great new setters coming in. Caitlin Krause is a setter from Dayton. She's a transfer. She's played at a really extremely high level for a long time and been in a really great program. So we're excited to get her. She is really energetic and kind of replaces that energy that Kat used to bring to us, but she can do so many different things as well. She can attack, and she's a great blocker, and she's just a really smart, dynamic player. And Hannah Clem will be one of our incoming freshman setters, and she's also played on the national team over there for her country and with a really great club in Berlin, and has a lot of experience as well. So 2 very different types of setters on how they deliver the ball, but both very experienced, and we're excited to kind of see how they're going to work our offense a little bit.
Now you go into this season in a very different way from previous years, for lack of a better term, a corny saying. You're now the hunted, no longer the hunter. How does that flow for the returnees now?
We've been trying to get them in that mindset. I don't necessarily know if it kind of set in, till really late in this spring season, and they're really excited. There's a different energy about them right now, the ones that have been staying and working out, and I think the focus is, they know what the focus is, and they know what they want, and I don't think that there's this kind of disbelief a little bit that maybe they will get it done or maybe they won't. There's definitely a lot more confidence there, and obviously that came from the success that we had last year.
Now let's get into the schedule. Your non-conference schedule features 4 tournaments, 2 on campus here at Hofstra, 1 at Harvard, and 1 at Temple. Can you just talk about what you as a coach, when you're scheduling those tournaments, what you're trying to get out of it for your team?
We really want to have a balance with our opponents, make sure that they're tough and competitive, but not something extremely way out of the box for us. A consistency with our confidence and how we're playing is going to be really huge for us to continue to stay smooth as we're going into conference. So really just making sure that our schedule was balanced with our opponents, and nothing super, nothing like top 25 right now. I don't think that maybe we're at a place that we want to do that right now. But I think the entire preseason schedule will really be tough for us, and really put some pressure on us to be consistent on a daily basis in every game that we're playing.
Just so everyone knows, the schedule begins on August 30th against Delaware State here at the PFC on campus. A couple non-conference matches mixed in early. You got a Fordham match, good local rivalries. You're going to Sacred Heart later in the year. Can you talk about developing those? They're easy matches to play just because they're local, and they're good competition, aren't they? Yeah,
those local matches are great for us. It's a lot of, obviously, rivalry that we have, especially LIU's in there, and they've always been tough for us to play. So a lot of great matches that we've always wanted to play every year, and things that we continue to do, and they're always great, competition for us. Fordham's in the A10, and it's a really strong conference, so they've always been really competitive for us.
Now again to the CA slate, a little bit of a change in the membership in the conference. No longer is Georgia State in the conference, but the conference added College Charleston, who won 28 matches a year ago, won their conference, won their first round match in the NCAA tournament. So it adds, you're not just adding a team, you're adding probably one of the best teams who will immediately become probably maybe the best team in the conference.
Correct. They are definitely strong, and they didn't graduate too many people. They've got Darcy Dorton, who played at Penn State for a year. They're definitely strong. They're really tough, and I think it adds a lot to the conference and will be good for us. It obviously makes our competition a lot more tougher, but it's overall a much better quality for us, especially when we're looking towards the end goal. If we do get to that championship and we win, hopefully our seed will be better and our conference RPI will come up. So all those things come into play, but our conference has always been tough, and we're just adding another opponent to it now.
Does that help a team like you, who you now consider yourselves one of the elite in the conference, adding another elite team to, challenge yourselves on a daily basis or twice a year when you're playing them?
They're a great competitor, and I'm excited to play them and play against them and kind of see what we can do. They were finished in the top 50 last year, I believe, and they went to the second round. So us being able to play against them and see how we measure up is going to be definitely something that we're excited to see.
As you kind of mentioned, it really just raised the level of play for the whole entire conference, from Delaware to Hofstra to Towson all the way down, correct?
It will. It'll make everybody better, and recruiting changes a little bit and shifts a little bit for us to be able to maintain the high level, and overall, again, it'll be really good for our conference.
The regular season concludes in mid-November with the home matches against William & Mary and JMU. Your thoughts, as your season progresses, what you try to get out of that schedule in the conference?
I think in October last year we kind of took a little slump, and we really want to make sure that we are staying pretty solid at the end there and not taking that dip, or maybe if any of this dip comes, we're getting out of it sooner. But last year we ended up playing some of our best volleyball towards the end of the conference, and we want to keep doing that. We want to keep that going for the entire year and just continue to build on that and not really take any steps back.
And then the sixth team, as it is again, the 16th conference tournament begins at the highest seed. Just kind of play for it, get in it, and then anything can happen like did in 2012, right?
Right. We always talk about wanting to try and get it back here. So that obviously is going to be a goal of ours, and again, something why we want to continue to get better every match, and hopefully so we can bring it back to Hofstra.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Coach.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head volleyball coach Kristina Hernandez.